Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another video for you today, and these are battles that I did on stream in the Keller Cup, and yeah, please excuse the lower quality. It's just because I did them on stream, and whenever I pull the streams, it's always a little bit lower quality, but that is okay. We're taking a look at Galvantula with Toxapex and Tentacruel, so double poison water, and it worked out really well for me. I've been encountering a lot of double grass teams. I don't know if I did in this set, but that's why I went with the double poison team, and yeah, as I said, it did well to me. I had 2 4-1s. And I did have a 2-3, but we only have one of the 4-1s. Unfortunately, the other, it kind of started to lag on stream, so I pulled the best set that I could have. And oh yeah, for the first battle, I accidentally had Fury Cutter on it. This is when we had Galvantula with Fury Cutter that was good for another cup. I can't remember what cup it was for, where Fury Cutter was really good on Galvantula, so I forgot to TM it away. So I do that after this battle. But yeah, so I switch off Fury Cutter as well as Energy Wall. But either way, as we can see, another grass type. This is a grass rock, so it is taking neutral damage from my poison attacks. I'm going to go ahead and shield. I'm going to be a grass dot. I know I could take it, of course, but I'm going to go ahead and shield that. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw this Scold, expecting the shield. But my opponent actually does not shield. That's why I'm glad I threw the Scold instead of the Acid Spray. By the way, you can run Sludge Wave if you want to on Tentacruel. It probably will catch a lot of traders off guard. They probably do expect Acid Spray, but I am running Acid Spray. I'm going to go ahead and farm down. I do have a lot of energy. I'm going to go ahead and go for the bait right now. I want to go for the bait. Hopefully pick up the shield and then go for the Scold. We do get that shield, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw this Scold. And this is going to KO the Cantonian Ninetales, and that is going to be a beautiful win for us. GG's to my opponent. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. Okay, so I have Galvantula, it's the Swampit. So Swampit, you don't really like with the back line because it is a ground type and it is double resisting the Poison Jab attacks. And Earthquake, of course, is going to do a lot. But with Galvantula, it is resisting the electric attacks like Volt Switch, but Lunge is still doing a lot, and it's also debuffing the Swampit. So this is really not that bad of a matchup. But yeah, so best case scenario, you have it in the lead if you happen to see a Mudboy, right? Like Swampit or even Wishcash. Or even Quagsire, which I did battle. So I'm going to go ahead and go for another lunge, debuff my opponent again, and my opponent will not let it go, and I'm going to go ahead and make the catch on the Hydro Cannon. Now I don't have to worry about the Swampit anymore. Saving that Galvantula for later. Hydro Cannon obviously not doing anything, especially after the debuff. In comes a Shadow Victreebel. So I did say double grass. Is this a double grass team? Obviously Victreebel is doing neutral damage with Razor Leaf, but at the same time, I am also doing a lot of damage to the Victreebel. The Victreebel will get off an attack. I'm totally fine with letting this go. I mean, I have no shield, so I have no choice, but I'm just saying. It does KO the Toxicroak, not the Toxicroak, the Toxapex. I might call it Toxicroak, by the way, a couple of times. But it's Toxapex. And actually, in comes a Alolan Malak. It's actually a fire type. It's not another grass type, but I throw the lunge. Definitely an error. I should have thrown the discharge. But at the end of the day, that's fine. We did debuff that Alolan Malak. My opponent going to go ahead and throw this attack. Now, Shadowbone is not going to do as much because they are debuffed, so maybe it did work out for me, right? I'm expecting the catch. My opponent, I actually did attempt the catch. I didn't even see it, to be honest. That's how low the Pokemon was in the back, but they did attempt the catch. And then I'm going to be able to throw the Scold. My opponent is going to get off a Shadow Bone, but it's not going to be enough to KO me, even though they're not debuffed anymore. And I'll be able to get off this Scold and KO the Alolan Malak. And that is going to be a good game. Very well played to my opponent. Let's go. Okay, GG's. GG's. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move into the next battle. Let's see how I play the next one. It's going to be Galvantula into Galvantula. So, I mean, a match going on. But of course, I don't want the backline on the electric type, right? So I'm going to go ahead and stay put. Now, we'll see if I win CMP, and I do actually win the CMP. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my lunge right now. And very nice. Since my opponent took it, I'm going to go ahead and take it. And I know it's not going to do as much to me because my opponent is debuffed. Okay, so unfortunately I can't farm them down. I do have to throw the lunge. My opponent actually catches, and I'm totally fine with that because this is going to go and debuff whatever comes in. It's going to be a Graveler that comes in. So Graveler is a little bit scary, I'm not going to lie, because the back line doesn't really appreciate Alolan Graveler, right? The Poison Jab attack's going to be resisted. I'm going to go ahead and shield that Stone Edge, and I do get off a bind, so the bind will be enough to KO. And yeah, my opponent just lets it go. Very nice, I'll take it. Very nice indeed. Let's see what decides to come in. Going to be that Galvantula, going to be able to throw an attack. I just let it go. It's not going to KO me. It's going to be a discharge, but yeah, it wouldn't KO me anyway. As you can see, in comes Trevenant. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw the brine because I knew I wouldn't make it to a sludge wave before, unless if they attempted to farm me down. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw the brine. My opponent gets lost count because they do go ahead and shield. My opponent is going... No, they're not going for the farm down. I think that was another game where my opponent went for the farm down. But Trevenant is going to be able to hit me with the Seed Bomb. Totally fine. I'm going to go ahead and take that. I bring in Tentacruel. And I go for the catch. And look at that. My opponent throws. So let's go. We caught the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is coming out. At first I didn't think I caught it. But then my opponent must... I don't know. It looked like it was a little bit delayed, but either way, I'm going to be able to go for the Acid Spray right now. I do pick up that shield, and I can Poison Jab down this Trevenant. Trevenant, a great Pokemon for this meta, even against these Poison types, just because it's taking neutral damage from the Poison Jabs, right? It's not weak to them, so it still does okay, but Toxapex is so tanky. I know I've called it Toxic Croak in this video. I can guarantee you I did. Okay, Litleo. Litleo. I do remember the Litleo battle. I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Toxapex right now. And my opponent's just going to go ahead and throw an attack. I knew it had Flame Charge. I couldn't think what other move it had. And it turns out it's Crunch. So just going to go ahead and take that. My opponent wanted to get damage also. They could ensure that they win this matchup with their own Toxapex. Plus they also debuffed me. So good play by my opponent. I'm going to go ahead and go for that Sludge Wave, of course. Trying to get to another Sludge Wave. And I do get to another one. Just want to do as much damage as possible. I do want to farm down with Galvantula. I believe that's my end game. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see if I can get to another Sludge Wave. I should be able to, unless my opponent might throw a brine or something. But I do get to another Sludge Wave. Okay, I'll take this damage. And this will put it low. I can't win switch. My opponent actually shields. And they throw. So I'm like, okay, I'll definitely take that. Yeah, that's fine by me. I'm going to go ahead and farm down with Galvantula. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get the farm down before they get to an attack. So I'm going to go ahead and commit a shield right now. It's going to be a bind, but that's fine. I still would have done a lot. I do farm down. And the Litleo I do expect to come in. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Discharge immediately and then swap out into Tentacruel. And we'll see what's in the back. Who knows what's in the back, right? So Tentacruel coming in. My opponent going to go ahead and throw another Crunch at me. I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. The Litleo is low. Alolan, oh, I remember this battle. Yes, Alolan Executor. The damage from that Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail's really good in this meta. It really is. The damage coming out from it. Oh my gosh, Shadow Alolan Executor. Oof, oh man, I'm going to go ahead and shield. I mean, I have to shield this, right? And I want to farm, like, I would love to farm down. I don't know, I should have went for it, I guess, because that was my only possible win condition. I don't think I could have, but I should have went for it because that Incinerate KO'd me. I was hoping I would live one Incinerate. And then if I did live one Incinerate, we would have won. But good game, well played. Let's move on to the next one. This is why I have Galvantula in the lead for the Toxapex. Out comes this Trevenant, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in this Toxapex. You know, that could be Yonkis' team with Shiftry in the back or another grass type. I was running with Abomasnow with that team, you know, a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and throw a Sludge Wave and just going to go ahead and KO. Out comes the Toxapex, makes sense. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this Sludge Wave right now into the opposing Toxapex. And my opponent's just going to go ahead and let that go. Yeah, obviously they're going to let it go. Toxapex is so crazy in this meta. It really is so crazy in this meta. So trying to get to another one. I do get to another one, I'll just take the damage. It's not like my opponent can farm me down from this health, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and throw it. And yeah, my opponent will throw an attack. I was thinking, you know, maybe they would throw a brine and then go for the farm down, but they just go straight Sludge Wave. It actually doesn't KO, that may have been another charge. But I do bring in the Galvantula. And I'm going for the farm down. Do I shield this? I do shield this. Because I'm like, well, if I can KO the Toxapex, we could debuff whatever's in the back permanently, but they actually swap out, so it's not a permanent debuff. But it is Yakis's team. This is still really good for me. What I'm going to do is, well, I know this is a Leaf Blade, and I know I take a Leaf Blade, especially since they're debuffed and I resisted. I'm going to be able to debuff them again and then switch into Tentacruel. That's what I'm going to do. So yep, debuffing them again. I survive Leaf Blades for sure. My opponent is going to go ahead and throw a Leaf Blade right now, no problem. And as you can see, I survived multiples. I actually click on the Scald. I could have not done that and just went for the Fawn down. But I click on the Scald just to KO it. To be honest, Acid Spray would have KO'd, so going for the Scald was a mistake in more ways than one, I guess. But either way, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be a good game. And I'm going to be able to take that one, and that is going to be a win. Let me know what you think of the Color Cup, your initial thoughts. We're going to take that 4-1, picking up an Axew as well on the way to Veteran. Still in the 2200s, but we're getting there. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.